could watch me either make a bunch of money or lose a bunch of money. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about myself if you don't know who I am, so that you kind of know where this is coming from and why the heck you should listen to me doing this stuff at all. So first of all, I have been programming for over 25 years. I was one of those kids that started when I was like 10 years old. So it's been a long time coming. I do have quite a bit of experience running software teams and building quite a bit of software. So when I talk about AI and building things with AI, believe me, this is stuff that we've been doing for quite some time. I have a master's of finance degree from a school called Schulich in Canada, which is maybe you'd call it like an Ivy League school out of Canada. I've sold multiple tech companies throughout my career for enough money to make me pretty happy about life. And now I'm running Lumi Wealth and BotSpot. Lumi Wealth being the parent company of BotSpot. But I think the much more interesting part right now is using AI to actually build these things to create really interesting trading strategies that can hopefully make people quite a bit of cash. I'm using real money to trade. So none of this, we're not doing fake money stuff unless I specifically say we're doing fake money or back testing or paper trading. We have BotSpot, our platform that could build this out, and we also use other AIs in tandem as well. But a 368% a year return, if I can get anywhere near that, I'll be pretty damn happy, which is why I started running that bot. So if we look here, this is our weekly momentum option strategy. This is the one that I put in about 5,000 bucks into 2 weeks ago. We're down a little bit, unfortunately. So I'm going to actually sign into this account and we'll see why is this happening. I actually feel like maybe there's some sort of issue with this bot that is not trading correctly. So I would like to personally look into that. I kind of decide normally when I run a bot, what we'll do is we'll create a bot, we'll back test it, and then we'll run it in paper trading for a week or two before we actually deploy it. So that here is, I think, a good reason why we want to stick to doing paper trading before we actually deploy live. So yeah, so this seems like there's some sort of issue here. So I'm going to actually diagnose this. My investment accounts, I can't show you right now because my phone is being used as a camera. But holy crap, the past week or two has been amazing for my investment accounts. I think that one position between my portfolios, I think, is up well over $100,000 in the past like month or so. Really, really happy with Palantir returns. And that's kind of what the impetus was behind this bot and this bot, right? Where basically what we're doing is we're buying call options on companies that already have big momentum, right? So the original idea behind this weekly momentum options bot was to make it have find stocks that are already doing well, hop on them, buy call options, and run with it. We gave it a list of tickers, and we said whichever one's doing the best over the past 3 months, hold that one, buy options in it, and run with it for the next week. So first of all, I think the problem is here it's not sold out after a week. I think there's something wrong with the selling mechanism that we need to take a look at. And then also, I'm thinking maybe we could change the strategy a little bit to maybe own more than one. Because if it had owned, it only owned CCJ, which had a really good day the first day and then kind of been trailing. Okay, so we start on this day and we're actually up since then. There's definitely something wrong with the way that we're trading these options. That is I was originally thinking maybe we need to make this thing trade more than one stock at a time or more than one option at a time. But it seems like this is really the main issue is that we just have some sort of bug that is not selling it correctly. So I think we need to figure that out. Actually, let me take a look at the logs really quickly myself. Filled child market order of one, and it bought the 1003 calls. This is sell to close. So it's actually trying to sell it. Okay, so let's talk to the AI. I'm going to say, um, Okay, so we've been running this strategy for about 2 weeks now, and it never sold anything. Okay. So whenever you talk to our AI, this is the BotSpot AI. Basically, what it will do, if you ran a back test and if you have been running a bot live, it will actually analyze what's happened. All the AIs are basically analyzing each one of those things and then come back, give it to a much smarter AI that can then actually generate our code for us and make the changes that I asked for. So if you guys actually use our AI, we put a little warning up here saying, it could take 5 to 8 minutes, and we're generating that code. So we should see an update very soon. Create a strategy that trades SPY options using a 20-minute period moving average for the underlying, and then buys the SPY options based off of that. Okay, so fixed exits to submit explicit single leg sell to close orders for options, prevented accidental multi-leg behavior, added a guard to only buy on Thursday if open option positions exist, if no open options positions exist, and avoid duplicate entries on the same underlying. So it fixed a bunch of stuff. And actually, this is more than what I even told it to do. It says stored the full option asset at entry and used it for pricing and exits, and updated expiration selection to validate with option helper using underlying assets to ensure tradable data. Let's hit a back test of this. And let's see how this would have done historically. So it started off with 100 grand. It's already $130,000. It's up from 100K to 189K within the course of about a year or so. I think before we had it buying bigger positions, and now we're seeing it buy smaller positions because we're seeing both the max drawdown and the annual return reduced. Let's do 3 weeks out, 15% allocation. So we're now buying more of a percentage of the account. We're buying not just one symbol at a time. So what we could do is we could also modify the strategy to say if the VIX is, let's say, above 21 or something, that it just doesn't trade, right? Edit this, and I'll say, please also add a VIX check. So if the VIX is above 21, we don't want to trade anything, and actually we want to actively sell things, right? So I think this is going to do a heck of a lot better because it's not buying only one symbol, it's buying two. It has a bigger allocation, so it has a bigger chance of making money. And I think we fixed that bug where it wasn't selling. So I'm going to stop this one, and I'm going to run the newer one with the newer version with the VIX check. We'll see how this one does. Holy shit, this thing's making a lot of money. I guess the problem is, I guess one issue with this is that it takes 95% of the account. I'll tell it trade only with 10% of the account at a time. Here is the link for you to play around with it. Accept, deploy. It's up 5,000 bucks. We're up 18 grand. About 6 months in, and it's up 56%. Look at that, and it looks like it actually avoided that big drop. It hit a peak of $260,000. It's up 286,000. So I am a proud owner of CCJ and HIMS. So that's about 800-900 bucks out of 5,000. This is doing 110% a year, 42% max drawdown. I'd really like to know why this switched from 368% to 110%. I'm very excited to see how this does next week. We do this every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Am I going to make a bunch of money, or is this thing going to be down?